I'm at a place called OT Dam, or Arthur Seat State Park this afternoon, and I'm dropping down to OT Dam. So I'm just off the, I'm not sure the name of the road behind me, the Red Hill Road. Red Hill Arthur Seat Road. There's a lot of mountain bike tracks around here, so I'm just walking across country to pick up the walking track. I'm going to drop down to OT Dam. It's only a little dam, but I'll have a swim. It's stinking hot, and then I'll walk back up. There is a little bit of climbing on this walk, probably 100 metres or so. Not a huge amount, but enough to work up a sweat. It's in the low 30s today up here. So I'll definitely have a swim when I get down to the dam. Alright, I'll swing the camera around and show you what I'm looking at. So, I was saying there's a lot of mountain bike tracks around here in Arthur Seat State Park. The Red Hill Riders Mountain Bike Club have kind of done a lot of work in this park, creating a series of tracks. I think they started off illegal, I think, back in the day, but I think they're mostly sanctioned now. So you have to be a bit careful wandering around here. There are still walking tracks, but there's a lot of mountain bike tracks. So try and stuff the mountain bike tracks if you can. So I'm following this old kind of grassy fire break four-wheel drive track down, and then I'll swing onto a walking track towards OT Dam, an older fire track from memory. I haven't been here for a few years. Hasn't changed much in the 40 years I have been coming here, except for the mountain bike tracks that all sprung up. So this is fairly typical of Arthur Seat State Park. Kind of dry, you get stringy bark mostly. It's particularly dry at the moment. We're at the back end of a dry summer. Well, we're in the start of a autumn actually. It's not unheard of to see roos down here. So that's my return walk. To make the bottom bit of this walk's a loop. I'm heading down towards OT. So I'm not sure if it's coming up through the trees, but that's kind of Safety Beach, Dramana, Mount Martha down there on the Mornington Peninsula. It's the bay, Port Phillip Bay. But yeah, it's a bit hard to see, I think. Okay, swinging off this main bike break that runs up and down the mountain onto this lesser one towards OT Dam. The dam's straight away visible through the trees down here. Possibly not on the phone. So I've got to OT Dam. I'm not sure what the origins of this dam are. I think there's a lot of kind of old water races running, contouring along the side of the hill here. We're on the side of Red Hill. I guess it may have been irrigation. There was a lot of orchards back in the peninsula in the day. Whether it's an old irrigation dam but it's mainly used for recreation and firefighting nowadays. It does make for a very nice swimming spot though. So I'm going to probably head around to that end of it and jump in for a swim. So, in theory, the mountain bikers aren't meant to be on this loop of the dam. I mean, there's a staircase they'd have to carry their bikes up, but don't think that'd stop them. But, you know, like I say, on any other walk that I'm walking with mountain bikers. They're normally pretty good most of the times. You just got to be careful if they're coming up behind you fast. But they wouldn't be coming up behind me too fast on this one. This little lake loop is probably only half a k, maybe a bit more. It's only a very small dam. So this is these water races that I was mumbling about. And this is the outlet, this is the spillway for the dam, but on the inlet side there are kind of old channels, earth channels cut into the side of the hill, so all I can think of was irrigation back in the day. So I'm walking across the wall of the dam here. Once I get to a spot with not too many reeds, that's not too bad there. I'll go up this end and I'll jump in, have a quick swim, and then I'll continue my circumnavigation of the lake. This will do me. Looks like a sandy, muddy entrance. The water gets deep pretty soon though, so I'm in. Well, there's fish. Albeit little fish. Yeah, every bushwalk should be like this, I reckon. It's a warm day too. It's beautiful for this kind of walk. Okay, I've had my swim. Trouble is now I've got to walk back up to the car. But anyway, it's not a particularly long walk. It's not a particularly steep walk. That shouldn't be too bad. Before I do that though, I've got to finish the loop around the dam, and then walk that kind of side of it again to get back up onto my return track, if that all makes sense. All right, let's get on with it. Okay, that's my loop and a half completed of OT Dam. I'm back near the spillway. I'm swinging right this time instead of across the spillway and the dam wall. And I'm climbing this old four-wheel drive track back up to that main track that runs up and down the hill. I'm already puffing. I've climbed about 5 metres. Anyway, such is life. So the climb back up kind of deteriorates. It starts off on a dirt fire track and then it kind of ends up on this kind of grassy old fire track, I guess it is. I'm thinking these fire tracks now are probably maintained by the mountain bike club. so they can get in and out to maintain their tracks. Whatever, they make for a pretty nice walk, you know. No roos yet today, or wallabies. Not wallabies. Okay, one final steep pinch, I think, until I make that track that runs up and down the mountain. I think we need to listen to me puff my way up the hill. Gee, it's been a dry summer. Okay, I'm pretty well back at the car park now. I'll swing the camera around and sign off, I guess. Alright, see you in a minute. Okay, just getting back to the car park. Comes about 3.5 metres, about 80 metres climbing. So look, it's relatively easy, but there is a bit of climbing involved. The tracks are all really good. It's fairly clearly marked, even with all the mountain bike trails around. It's pretty obvious where you're meant to walk and where the mountain bikes are meant to ride. So it still makes a good spot for a walk, and it's a good spot for a swim. It does get crowded on the weekends though down here, particularly with mountain bikers. So just keep that in mind. I'm here midweek. Yeah, a nice little walk if you want to stretch your legs and you're down on the peninsula. All right, I'm gonna jump in the car and head home. Lucky I'm only about 20 minutes from here, so it's good. All right, I'll catch you on the next one.